saw a couple of things earlier that actually said that Hulk is going to be the main villain of Spider-Man 4. Savage Hulk. Uncontrollable Hulk. Man, get over and follow the Cosmic Wonder. Tell them Tyrone Magnus sent you.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Cosmic Wonder. It looks like we're going to be seeing the return of Mark Ruffalo's Bruce Banner, aka the Hulk, sooner than we expected. A new report tells us that he is going to be showing up in Spider-Man Brand New Day, and that he is going to be more than just a quick little cameo. And perhaps we could even see the return of Savage Hulk in the next Spider-Man film. Now, there's many reasons that Marvel Studios would want to put the Hulk in Spider-Man Brand New Day, especially since it is the movie coming out right before Avengers Doomsday, at least to our knowledge so far. There are no movies in between Spider-Man Brand...
I really hope one day they do Cosmic Spidey. I thoroughly remember, and I have this comic, when Spidey went cosmic and he got the power of cosmic, he punched the Grey Hulk into orbit. And he could also fly. He actually went up there to get him after I punched him up there because, it would take him out. Because while he's up there floating, he does say something about, he can hold his breath for a really long time, but with the sun rising, it was going to turn him back into Banner. So, yeah. I hope to God one day they do a Spider-Man movie where Spider-Man goes cosmic. I would love to see that.
A New Day and Spider-Man Doomsday, unless Marvel Studios came out at San Diego Comic-Con and decided to completely announce Phase 6 and throw us a curveball and put a movie in between. But considering how nothing else has really begun filming at this point in time, at least that we know about, I doubt it. And we've heard that this was Marvel Studios' original plan, have Spider-Man 4 be right before Avengers Doomsday, but specifically before and not after Doomsday. We're back to that now after Marvel Studios has changed the release dates for Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, and with that, it seems like Marvel Studios might be reverting back to some old plans that they had for Spider-Man, and one of those could be putting the Hulk in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now, I believe I know why they're going to put the Hulk in Spider-Man Brand New Day. It kind of makes sense based on everything that we've heard in the past from insiders, but also what we've seen in the Thunderbolts and what we know we're going to see in Avengers Doomsday. But let's first go over this report, and then we'll break it all down. So this report is coming from NPN.com or NexusPointNews.com with their article stating, exclusive, Mark Ruffalo is set to return as Bruce Banner in Spider-Man Brand New Day.
That's what I heard had the
Marvel
exclusive.
Studios once again continue the trend of featuring an Avenger in their Spider-Man franchise. Nexus Point News can exclusively report that Mark Ruffalo is set to reprise his role as Bruce Banner in Spider-Man Brand New Day. It is currently unknown what role Banner will play in the story, or whether he'll also be portraying his alternate green persona. Speaking of the Hulk, of course. NPN can confirm Bruce Banner's appearance will be much larger than a cameo, and Ruffalo will have a substantial role in the film. Spider-Man Brand New Day will be Ruffalo's 10th appearance in a mainline Marvel Cinematic Universe project, which will be followed shortly by Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, respectively. So, NPN, who has had accurate scoops in the past, says that they have heard exclusively that Mark Ruffalo is going to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day. And the first thing that came to my mind when I heard this was an old report by multiple insiders some time ago, before we had all of the Spider-Man changes, that stated Tom Holland's role with the Avengers. The report stated that Tom Holland's Spider-Man would not want to get involved with the Avengers. He would not want to get involved with everything that is going down. In fact, he would try to step away from that life and be more of a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man and have more of a grounded life. He would try, however, the events that would take place in Spider-Man Brand New Day and the events that take place in Avengers Doomsday would drag him back in. And I think that Bruce Banner, or the Hulk, might be the start of that. The start of the Avengers trying to pull him back in. Because Bruce Banner is a part of the, air quotes here, real new Avengers team. Sam Wilson's new Avengers team. The one that actually has the copyright and patent for this. Which is why I say the real one, because legally they have the name. I think Bruce Banner is trying to recruit Spider-Man to join Sam Wilson's, air quotes again, real Avengers team. Because recently Alex Perez from the CosmicCircus.com stated who the official new Avengers team was on Sam Wilson's side. According to Alex, Sam Wilson's Avengers team will of course include Sam Wilson himself, Captain America, Joaquin Torres, Falcon, Captain Marvel, Bruce Banner, aka the Hulk, Wong, and Shang-Chi. And Alex has also heard that they may recruit She-Hulk as well, which would make sense because she's the cousin of...
How great of a Avengers team is that?
of Bruce Banner. And I wouldn't be surprised if his son Scar got involved as well. We did see that leaked concept art for Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, where we did see the three of them together in what appeared to be Greenland on Battleworld, where there were multiple Hulks. However, that was concept art. They're thinking about that, but there's no guarantee that that will make it in the final cut of the movie. But according to these reports, Bruce Banner is a part of the new Avengers team on Sam Wilson's side, and it makes sense that he would go and try to recruit Spider-Man to join his team, especially since, according to the Thunderbolts post-credit scene, there seems to be some sort of a space crisis going on. It seems like a lot is about to go down in our main 616 timeline, and both Avengers teams are seeing that, so it would make sense that they would go and try to recruit more superheroes, especially in New York, where our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is. And another thing that this would do is actually build up Avengers Doomsday a bit more, which is something that Marvel Studios needs. Most of what we are going to see, the build-up of teams in the MCU, have already been established except for Sam Wilson's new Avengers team. When it comes to all the teams, we know all of them already. Even the Fantastic Four we know, and the movie's coming out in about 2 months. So we'll know them before going into Doomsday. We know the Thunderbolts / new Avengers team, we know the Wakandan team, and we know the original X-Men. Granted, we don't know what this new X-Men team is up to in this new timeline, but we do know who these OG X-Men are. Professor X, Magneto, Cyclops, Mystique, Nightcrawler. We know them. But what we don't know, what we haven't seen yet, is Sam Wilson's new Avengers team. So it looks like Spider-Man Brand New Day might give us that build-up for them going into Avengers Doomsday, so we kind of know all of the different pieces here, which I think is a good idea here. So it looks like Bruce Banner / the Hulk might try to recruit Spider-Man. He'll kind of resist at first, but by the end of the movie, where I assume the multiverse is going to start to have problems, and they'll tie it into that space crisis as well, Spider-Man will realize that he does have to go and help the Avengers once again. Now this is also another great way to start to build up Savage Hulk. In another report from Alex Perez at the Cosmic Circus some time ago, he did state that Savage Hulk is going to return. And I think Marvel Studios has heard enough from the audience and fans by
Professor Hulk.
And now, to know that's what we want. We want our angry, savage Hulk back, not Professor Hulk. And again, based on that concept art we've seen, we're gonna get that back. But we know that Marvel can't make a solo Hulk film still. It's a rights issue. Basically, Spider-Man and the Hulk are still not fully theirs. That's why we've always seen the Hulk in another project. It has to be a big movie like the Avengers, or a team-up like Thor Ragnarok or She-Hulk. And this is actually what they did before Avengers Infinity War. They put the Hulk with Thor in Thor Ragnarok.
The majority of the time they did a good job, though.
Into Infinity War. Now it looks like Marvel is kind of planning on doing the same thing, putting him in Spider-Man Brand New Day, which is going to go directly into Avengers Doomsday. The only question is, are we still going to get some type of World War Hulk project? We have recently heard, and we have heard a lot in the past, that Marvel Studios was planning that. However, that was before they decided to move the release dates for Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. They had plans for a World War Hulk film, at least reportedly. It wasn't confirmed, but insiders reported this, when Spider-Man wasn't originally going to appear in Doomsday, or if he did, it would only be for a brief moment. Most likely at the end, because Spider-Man Brand New Day was coming after Doomsday. But since they've kind of gotten back to their original plan for the timeline of the story that they wanted to tell in the MCU, perhaps they are reverting back to an older plan that they had for Hulk.
I was listening to a video while I was doing cardio right before I came in here, so I'm glistening. Probably, I can't tell, I haven't seen myself on the camera, but I'm sweating. So they mentioned a couple of names that I've heard before in the business, saying that he's going to be the main villain. And I'm like, what? So these are rumors, take them with a grain of salt, but these names have been right before. So
where they put him in the new Spider-Man movie, and this kind of starts him down his path of returning as the Savage Hulk. Now, we do know that he used some tech to kind of keep the Hulk in line, in check, but he didn't really have full access to the full Hulk. However, Spider-Man is also a genius, and perhaps he could help the Hulk as well. That could start him on a path to return to the Savage Hulk. Eventually, I think the device is going to have to break, and his life will pretty much have to be put in jeopardy, or the lives of people that he loves, and he's going to have to Hulk out again. That, or he's basically going to get beaten to the point of death to where the Hulk has to come out to save his life. And perhaps that's Dr. Doom. Perhaps he tries to 1v1 Dr. Doom like he did Thanos in the beginning of Infinity War, and just like Thanos beat him, Doom beats him as well, which really wouldn't be that hard as Smart Hulk. In fact, he'd probably just get his teeth kicked in, which would probably lead him down a path, a journey of becoming the Savage Hulk once again, knowing that he has to, in order for them to stand a chance against Dr. Doom and to stand a chance to save the multiverse. Hopefully this path that we're going down with Bruce Banner does lead to the Savage Hulk. I'm confident that it will, because I'm confident that Marvel Studios has heard everyone's complaints. It's exciting to hear that he could appear in Spider-Man Brand New Day and play.
They haven't heard all of our complaints because they're still doing a lot of the same stupid ish, but see what they do with Hulk.
Play a significant part in Spider-Man's life. After all, Bruce Banner was very close to Tony Stark, and Tony Stark, of course, was Peter Parker's hero, his mentor, and his father figure. Perhaps Bruce Banner could kind of step in and kind of be a similar figure to Peter Parker. However, there is one catch. Bruce Banner does not know who Peter Parker is. Nobody knows who Peter Parker is.
That's
After
right.
No Way Home and Doctor Strange's spell, everybody still remembers who Spider-Man is. That's important to remember. Doctor Strange
But they
did
don't
not
know that
erase
he's
the
Peter
memory
Parker.
of
That's
Spider-Man
right.
from everybody, but simply erase the memory of Peter Parker.
That's
so
right.
Bruce Banner is specifically going after Spider-Man. He'll probably find out that he's Peter Parker, and I'm really hoping that Peter Parker tells people what happened. I think he'll have to tell people what happened in No Way Home because it does involve the multiverse, which will involve the events of the...
I can't remember what video I was doing where people kept commenting, well, remember, Doctor Strange made everybody forget. I was like, they made them forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. He didn't make them forget Spider-Man. I was like, I can't believe that many people are saying this.
Avengers Doomsday, and most likely some events of Spider-Man.
Because there's a point I was trying to make
that's another way
about a
that
specific rumor. And I was like, I can't believe they're hanging on this. They don't realize that that's what he made them forget. They didn't make everyone forget Spider-Man.
Bruce Banner appearing in Spider-Man No Way Home could make a lot of sense. Bruce Banner could be studying the multiverse, and Spider-Man / Peter Parker has some pretty big multiversal information about what happened in Spider-Man No Way Home, and he would also have to tell Bruce Banner that Doctor Strange was involved, and Bruce Banner knows Strange, but Strange is currently gone. As far as we know, he's off in the Dark Dimension or in another universe with Clea, trying to prevent another incursion from happening. So they would probably go to Wong, who again is reportedly going to be a part of the new Avengers team. So it's all kind of coming together here. This does make sense that Marvel Studios would go down this path to put Bruce Banner in the next Spider-Man film and start to build up the new Avengers and to start talking about the multiverse and its potential collapse. And I think it would be a cool addition to Spider-Man No Way Home as long as it doesn't take up the spotlight, and I don't think they do that anyways. But go ahead, let me know your thoughts about all of this in the comments down below. This is a build-up to the new Avengers, and it looks like it's a build-up to getting the old Savage Hulk back. So leave your thoughts down below. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest.
Alrighty. Well, let me know what you all think about this. Like I said, I already heard a few people said he's gonna be the villain. So do all your gumshoeing, looking stuff up, research yourself. You're gonna find it. People are already talking about it. So if he's the main villain, man, Spider-Man already gets butts and seats. But if Hulk is the main villain, oh my God. Oh, you know I'm there. 10 million subscribers. Woo!